Hello, we are Chris and Kate Jerram Hannibal. We are judging the SEIB Hunter class. Our results are as followed.
So in the Hunters, in 6th place, we have Chantel Jocelyn and Carnsdale Let It Be. In 5th place, Felicity Vaughan and Kingsman. 4th place, Charlotte Lilly and Doyley Wood. In 3rd place, Emma Dare and Matt Coulder Sariat. 2nd, Melanie Tegg and Mr. P. And the winner of the Hunters for the SEIB Search for a Star Hunters is Sally Dobsworth and Grace Moore's Savannah.
I'd just like to talk about our final 6, which is why we chose the horses, starting with our winner, Savannah. It's a beautiful horse with a great shoulder. The saddle, if you look at the photograph, sits in the right place. You sit behind a horse with a great length of rein. The neck comes out of a great position.
Angle.
It's got a lovely foreleg. Sally stood the horse up beautifully, splitting the legs to the near side nearest the photograph, spread, and the others just underneath. The horse has great length from the hip to the point of the bottom, and it has a lovely tail set and turned out to perfection.
Yeah, I couldn't really add any more to that. It was a very, very strong class, and there were some very, very, beautiful horses that sadly didn't get placed. But well done to the ones that did, and congratulations everybody who entered. And thank you SEIB for putting this class on. It's been very, very popular.
Our second placed horse, which is a lovely grey horse here, called Mr. P. Again, a lovely horse. Looks to be an older horse than the first horse, but who knows, we didn't get age on them. A nice angle of the shoulder, again a great length of rein. I'd liked him bridled up with a little stronger noseband on him. His foreleg is slightly stood under him. He's got a great hind leg, great hind leg with super angles from the point of the hip to the point of the bottom. This horse, if you look at the first horse, it's got a better shape turn of top line, and this just lets it down slightly. He would look better under saddle than he does actually stood there stripped.
Yeah, I agree again, Katie, and again beautifully turned out. I'm always very jealous of anybody who can make a white or grey horse look so Mr. McLean's shiny.
Well done. So we then go to our third horse. I have to just comment on this photograph. It's a shame if you look at both of these, Emma, our first and our second. Our first horse stood beautifully, the second just stood slightly under it. You're on a slight angle, which is a bit of a shame. I'd like to have seen the full picture of your horse from a side angle. He looks a beautiful horse, again with a lovely length of rein, turned out beautifully, but the angle you're showing him off doesn't actually show him and do the horse justice.
No, agreed. So then we move on to 4th, and this is Charlotte Lilly.
This is lovely. Charlotte, you've stood the horse up beautifully. He looks to be a super hunter, and I look forward to seeing him in the flesh. A lovely length of rein, really stands up, looks through its bridle.
It's got bags of presents, hasn't it?
Bags of presents. Slightly more mature through its top line, but a really lovely horse. It would have been lovely to have seen these horses in the flesh, but obviously not with the current COVID. We're standing here slightly. Look at your first horse, how it stood compared to yours. Your near side leg to the photograph is stood just, it could just stand over a little bit more ground. But it is a lovely horse. I'd love to sit on it. It looks a dream to sit on.
Yeah, and he'll mature and put on that top line, won't he, and become something very special, I think.
Then we go to our 5th place horse.
Yeah, the 5th is Felicity Vaughan, and this is Kingsman.
Kingsman, again, look at your stand. He's standing with the 4 legs, so the photograph side, standing under him. If you'd gone and taken the photograph from the other angle, he'd have actually had a beautiful photograph and may have made all the difference. He needs to make up through his top line. Again, we've got good angles through his top line, but he's a little bit lean, muscle lean. I don't like fat, but I just like to see a little bit more muscle formation. He runs away slightly from the hip to the point of the bottom, and I'd like to see it build up on the bottom, which would make all the difference to a year down the line.
But another really, super hunter.
Classy
Couldn't be
horse.
anything else, could he? And sixth, we've got Chantel Jocelyn, and this is Carnsdale Let It Be.
He looks an older horse than the other horses. Stood beautifully. Well done, Chantal. Lovely. Looking at his top line, I would have platted him slightly different. Your plat's coming down in towards the wither. He's got a dip, then it comes up. I'd have filled that in and made the whole front end look slightly better. He is a lovely horse. He is turned out well. He looks like he's standing slightly downhill. He looks slightly down through his withers. I like him an awful lot, but I like all these top 6 horses, and they're a full credit to everybody that's not just all the 6. The whole class has been a very strong class that we judged last night, and I wish you all the best of luck to 2021.
Let's hope we're showing then. Thank you, SEIB, and well done to all our prize winners.